Grambling State University's Call Me Mister program and Brothers Empowered to Teach are organizations that recruit and train men of color to become teachers with the hopes of increasing the number of black male teachers in public schools.
You have to understand we're teaching young black men to navigate in a predominantly white, female-oriented profession.
Both groups say less than 2% of teachers in America are black men. However, men of color make up about 7% of the U.S. population.
Education is a very difficult profession, and to watch them become Teacher of the Month, to watch them grow and work with young people, that's the greatest reward that I've seen.
Larry Irvin, the CEO of Brothers Empowered to Teach, says in Louisiana, the number of black male teachers is only 12%.
Education as a whole really has to be rebranded, remarketed. The climate isn't one that's really attractive right now, and part of our work is really setting a new tone and setting a new storyline in regards to education and the impact you can have as an educator.
Jaderick Talbert, the president of Grambling's Call Me Mister chapter, says extremely low pay is one of the main deterrents in the education profession.
First thing you do when you're looking for a job is you Google the salary. And of course, teachers are underpaid nationwide. And so education was never one of my top choices.
Dr. George Knopflin Jr., the director of Call Me Mister at Grambling State University, says the goal is to shift the mindset of potential educators. He says teaching is about service to the community, not money.
When you become an educator, a true educator, don't look for the money. You look for the relationships and for the opportunity to serve students.
Black male educators say there's a bigger impact in the classroom when kids see an instructor who looks like them and deals with similar life experiences and biases.
A lot of times black males are portrayed as thugs or violent just because I may have my hair locked. But I try to show myself as an intelligent individual. I go to class. I try to show myself in a positive light rather than the negative aspect that social media does.
It's our responsibility as a community. If we want our kids to be educated and excel academically, we got to get in front of them.
Why is it important for us to have black educators in the classroom?
I love your question. It is so important because there was a study done at Johns Hopkins which indicates if a black student in grades 3, 4, and 5 have a black teacher, then they have a 39% higher opportunity to be able to graduate high school.
Down in southern Louisiana, Brothers Empowered to Teach, a nonprofit organization that supports and develops black undergraduate students to teach in K-12 classrooms, is also working to remove stereotypes for black teachers.
The preconceived notion is that all black male teachers can do or be disciplinarians or have a role that is not seen in that direct classroom teacher of record capacity.
On the other hand, the COVID-19 pandemic impacted many people, communities, and industries. The field of education took one of the biggest hits, with teachers quitting at a higher rate than normal. But Dr. Knopflin says he's not discouraged.
I know that there are people that are leaving the profession, but I also know that opens the door and opportunity for the young people that may not have thought about the possibility of teaching.
In addition, Brothers Empowered to Teach recently received a game-changing donation from philanthropist Mackenzie Scott.
The investment that we put into our fellows is an expensive investment, but it's worth it.
And Louisiana Congresswoman Julia Letlow helped to secure a $2 million federal grant for Grambling's program. The money will help pay for scholarships. For that reason, students are required to submit a number of essays and go through rounds of interviews.
We have to know that teaching is in your heart and that you're not just coming for a scholarship.
Black men are incredible teachers, and we're needed in classrooms and in schools and in communities. We're great leaders. It's time to start embracing that.
Sydney Simone, NBC Local 33 News.